Hello, and welcome to a Thursday edition of Robert versus the New York Times Crossword. Today we're going to do the Thursday, October 10th, 2024 crosswords and go for that 22-day streak. So here's your spoiler alert for the Thursday mini. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The mini is always free to play. Alright, let's do it. This is Spasm. Paula Abdul, the Andes, the Swiss. This is Messy. This is Can We. Scabs. Scabs are nature's band-aids. Interesting. I do like Rubens quite a lot. Can we? Alright. Full 5x5, 16 seconds, not so bad. But now for the main event, that's the Thursday Daily Grid, which is by Grant Boroughs today. Here's your spoiler alert. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. Daily Grid does require a New York Times game subscription. Called Thursday the best day of the week. It's the hardest themed puzzle of the week. I can see that we've got some circled squares along this left edge here. So I wonder if it's going to be an edge theme. Anyway, only one way to find out. Let's see what Grant Boroughs has in store for us. Let's get into it. Site for a light bite. Major food source animal, probably cow and cafe. Ada Lovelace is a computing pioneer. Swerve wildly from side to side as a car. Fishtail, it's Odic there. I don't know, this might be Echo Park. Instrument panels. Sweatshirt style is a hoodie. Mind, maybe it's care. Cy Young winners are aces. Anticipate. Burnt bit of brisket is the burnt end. Confidently struts is swaggers, isn't it? No, this is Buana. This is await. Okay, sachets maybe? Blank Bay, neighborhood of the Bronx. We got a lot of neighborhoods today. Dog leg terminus. Italian cheese. Fail to act decisively in the face of a challenge. Okay, Lucy and blank. I don't know it. They're washboards. Dashboards with a W turned to a D. Legislative collectives are bodies. 1 of 3 in an SOS message. So it's dot. Ciendesi, I guess. Landed is a lit, so it's da. Syllables of laughter, I guess it's ha ha ha. No, it's not. This is Asiago. Wait, it's ha ha. Long time span. Age. Trademark of deadpan stand-ups. Dry humor, but I'm guessing it might have to be... Oh, rye or dry. I see. It's going to be a Schrodinger puzzle. Lavishly regaled in a way. So it's wined and dined here. Bugs, perhaps, and druid, e.g. Okay. Lou Grant's wife on Mary Tyler Moore. Don't know it. Subject to damages. Gesture of reassurance. Beads on. It could be praise on and a pat, like a pat on the back. Athos is this musketeer. It's probably Pelham and paw or pad, I see. Part of a pipe. Educated insolent is a wit in a bowl here. Word on a nutrition label. Raced away, as away from danger. Fled or flew. This is liable. This is fat. Right hand is your aid. Areas that are lower than their surrounding terrain. That's wells or dells. Twilight protagonist is Bella, right? I'm not sure if it's Bella or Belle. This is Spies On. Scooby-Doo is Scrappy-Doo's uncle, apparently. A druid is a... something. This is any, like the femur among all bones of the body. It's the longest. Old-timey medicines. Onyx. Quiet period is a lull. Move forward resolutely. Prefix with cumulo. Alto cumulo. Cumulus, rather. Toss out is scrap. Plow or plod, interesting. Not ruling out is open to. Goes hog wild, runs amok. Where's to betrayer? It's A2, it's not run amok. What makes a sticker stickier? An I. Essence is the gist. Text massager is an editor. Put 2 and 2 together is add up. Bold and ambitious type, it's said. Give but expect back. This is just added. Sped and sludge. This is ooze. Authors concerned that when parsed as 4 parts provides a hint to this puzzle's theme. This is runs riot. Speed is zoom. Private sleeping accommodations is caught like a private in the army. Word choice. W or D choice. Okay. Not quite right. If it's off, sufficient is enough. That's ugly. Collector's goal is the set. Give but expect bad. This is lend. Fountain of Youth's promise. Rich rock is ore. This is Aaron Brockovich. Bold. Right. This is an Aries. What lies before you with the things listed on a wedding registry. Okay. Play opener. Act 1. Steve Reich 3. You're out. Spelled like this. Ungulates have hoofs. Black. Ice. Dishes or wishes. The day. Way forward. Ahead. Way ahead in the day ahead. Okay, stopover. Indian Anorak. This is Sahib. It's not longest. That's what's wrong. Druid is something. Renewal? Largest. This isn't in a pagan. Alright. We got there. And it's a Schrodinger puzzle. It's one of these things where you can read it with either letter. And it would make sense. This one, it's nice because there's a revealer. They're using word choice to be W or D choice. So in each of these squares, you have a W or D choice. These little washer dryer hookups. That's what I think when I see W or D. When I saw that this, when I saw that this could be W or D, I thought, oh, maybe it's a washer dryer thing. But I like that there's a revealer. Schrodinger puzzles are interesting. One of the most viewed videos on my channel is me solving the one from 1992, the famous Clinton wins, Bob Dole wins puzzle, which was truly mind-blowing. These days, Schrodinger puzzles are getting a little bit less mind-blowing. And this one basically works. My issue with these things, the thing that makes them a bit less fun, is that oftentimes the clues seem so forced, right? This one I just don't understand, to be honest. How can a washboard be an instrument panel? Certainly a dashboard can. The washboard, you know, I think that thing that you wash on in like the olden days. Yeah, this is what I think of. There's also like washboard abs. You think of this thing, but how is this maybe there's another meaning for washboard, which is why this is clued as washboard laundry. I guess that's... Instrument in like instrument as in you play it as an instrument. It's a panel that you play as an instrument. Okay, that's fairly clever, I will say. But yeah, my issue with these kinds of things is that obviously oftentimes the meaning of the two potential Schrodinger phrases is quite different. And so the clue that you have to come up with is kind of forced. This one's clever. I don't think anyone would ever call this washboard, I don't think you'd ever call this an instrument panel, but you could call it a question mark clue for the W and a straight clue for the D, right? Wry and dry humor doesn't have this problem because they can basically, they can both be clued reasonably well the same. But like clues like this are like so forced. You would never call a well, maybe like a well in the... It's actually not as bad as I thought. I don't think you'd ever say that someone plodding is moving forward resolutely, but maybe you would. Plodding to me says that you're moving forward slowly. You're kind of dragging your feet, but... Yeah, maybe you could argue that Like, I was thinking like a well, like the well that you get water out of, but I don't think that's actually the definition going here. It's the a region of minimum potential, like a gravity well. This is more believable. I mean, if it was like a well that you get water out of, you would never ever clue it like this, but actually I'm wrong there, so. Sod and So have been clued reasonably well. Way ahead, day ahead also. Cow cod, it's a little bit forced, but not so much. Wither, would you really say you wither? Maybe. This is reasonable. This is reasonable. This is okay. I mean, would you really say that you list wishes on a wedding registry? It's like, sure, it's the things you wish for, but yeah, my initial complaint about Schrodinger puzzles. This puzzle is clearly trying to do well, trying to get the clues good. I mean, that's the goal with any Schrodinger puzzle, is to make it so that the clues are totally natural, almost that you don't even notice the Schrodinger aspect. But this is genuinely clever, actually. So my sort of least favorite feature of Schrodinger puzzles is actually a great asset to this one. Yeah. Anyway, a bit tired here, and I gotta grade and do some other stuff. So let's just look at some stats and then do the PlusWord, do the connections, and then call it a day, shall we? Let's see how it's playing so far. It's playing average, but actually 5/6 of users, I think this is exactly 6 users, have solved faster than their Thursday average, but I believe I may have gone slower. Yeah, I did go slower. So now this should be 4/5. No, it should be 5/7, but it's not. So, oh, I'm doing it quite late. I'm off on my thought that there are only 7 people, but it wouldn't make any sense. So there's have to be at least 14 people. Anyway, I went basically just exactly average. 1 second slower than my Thursday average. I'll start, somehow it's my 64th fastest Thursday puzzle of all time, so maybe this is recent average or something. I've certainly done more than 128 Thursdays. Oh, I guess average is not the same thing as median, right? So it might be that the average is... No, but the tail would be on the other side. I don't know. Like I said, I'm tired, but I guess it's playing pretty fast. It's a nice puzzle. My initial complaint isn't even a complaint anymore, so that means that I got nothing bad to say about it, right? Anyway, let's move on to the Telegraph PlusWord. Here's your spoiler alert. There's a link in the description below. PlusWord's British mini crossword meets Wordle at the end. It is free, so that's good. Let's do it. No idea? Blank down makes easier. Maybe it's dumbs down and dunno. Seized by forces usurp. Of the nose is nasal. I don't know what this is, but it's certainly Usain Bolt's, Musk's, break, and split. So this is onset rather. It's just mouth. It's just mouth. Usain Bolt. This Croatian city, that's split. Didn't know Nikki Graham, but certainly that must be a famous British Big Brother contestant. Anyway, let's end as we always do on the New York Times Connections puzzle, where we try to make 4 groups of 4. And maybe check out the connection spot right after. We got spin, jackknife, bubbles, progress, buttercup, fizz, blossom, pitchfork, mojo, mature, foam, boilerplate, witherspoon, billboard, develop, and froth. So I'm a child of the 90s. I saw Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup, and maybe Mojo as Powerpuff Girls characters. But maybe it's red herring. Witherspoon's gotta be Reese Witherspoon, right? What else could it possibly be? Oh no, it ends with spoon. Witherspoon, jackknife, pitchfork, boilerplate. And with spoon, knife, fork, and plate. Then there's fizz, foam, froth. And bubbles? I see buttercup. I see. So it might be a Powerpuff Girl red herring. Because what else could this go with? It's got to go with bubbles. So it's got to be blossom, mature, develop, progress. The question is, what is mojo? Mojo's got to go with billboard. And spin. And then one of buttercup. But buttercup sort of has... We're breaking up the Powerpuff Girls, right? Buttercup sort of has to go with boilerplate, pitchfork, witherspoon, something like that. So it's got to be billboard, mojo, spin, and one of the other 4 ones. So what is it? Mojo is like Austin Powers. Go for a spin. I mean, I sort of need to figure it out, right? Otherwise, I don't know which of Witherspoon, Jackknife, Pitchfork, and Boilerplate to put on there. So which one is it? Mojo is also like X Factor. Maybe these are advertising terms. Spin, mojo, billboard, and boilerplate. I think we have to go with it. One away. Okay, well, let's go for ones that we know for sure. Mature, blossom, progress, and develop. That's it for sure. Froth, foam, fizz, and bubbles. Yeah, this is the noun, not the verb. And then it's certainly got to be spin, mojo, and billboard. I don't think board here can possibly be like cheese board, maybe, but. I mean, I could guess 4 times, right? I could guess this one, I could guess this one, I could guess this one, and then I will know. Spin Doctor? Unless billboard doesn't go with these. Jackknife is like a diving thing? Maybe these are diving things? Is that ever possible? Let's try it. It's not it either. Reese Witherspoon. Can this be anything other than Reese Witherspoon? I guess, I mean, can it be anything other than a surname? So it's either one of these 3, or else... or else it could be something like this. This is possible. Right? Those both intersect 3 with my first 2 guesses. So was this ever? Maybe Witherspoon has another meaning, I don't know. Maybe it is this. It seems dumb to guess this, though, because if I guess this, I get no other information if I'm wrong. Whereas if I guess this, I get additional information if I'm wrong. Then I'll know it's not. I'll know for sure whether it's the other one. If this is only 2. So game theoretically, I'm not even trying to figure out the connection anymore. I'm just trying to game theory it. And I only have 2 guesses, so it's better to get more information if I don't know it. But maybe I just don't. Maybe I just don't know the definition of Witherspoon here. That's possible, right? That's always possible. But I'm a math professor, so I have to do this. That was right. Music publications. Ah, that's my own. That's my own lack of knowledge. I just didn't know any of these music publications, so there it is. There it is. Tough connections. But look at this. Trying to get that blue one so hard. But I really like the Powerpuff Girls. I wonder how many people fell into the Powerpuff Girls trap to start. Extremely tricky. 5 out of 5. Well, it wasn't great, but 3% of people are just absolute music publication nuts. Uncommon household items. That's a pretty weak mistake to make, I think. Oh, so a Witherspoon is a thing. Or maybe it's no, maybe Witherspoon's not a thing. Maybe it's just they were going for a knife, fork, plate, spoon. Vaguely musical terms. I thought it was maybe advertising, but I mean, I don't know about this. I think this is also just going for knife, fork, plate, board. Like, this is not anything other than, oh, there's 5 or 6 possibilities here. Let's try some. This is what I would have fallen into. Powerpuff Girls characters, 1 from each category. That's nice. I like that. This is obviously the seed for this puzzle. I realize the bot is probably done automatically somehow, but I didn't create a description for these guesses. Yeah, this guess doesn't really make any sense. Poetic sounding things. This is just the bot hallucinating. All right. Less than 1% of people guess this, yeah. So if you're in the situation where you guessed green and yellow, only 8% of people guessed. Why did I guess this? The most common correct guess is blue. Yeah, I thought I would have guessed this. No. I thought I had guessed boilerplate here. Did I not? No, I guess boilerplate to start. Right. Then I thought maybe it's a diving thing. Okay, sorry. All right, I like it. Powerpuff Girls reference, pretty cool. And just my own lack of knowledge here failed me, but sometimes you just don't know stuff, you know? Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you tomorrow for some Friday puzzles. See you then.